everybody? Welcome back to Caleb's Kung Fu Cinema. Obviously, I am Caleb, and I am back with a brand new movie review for you guys today. This one's been a long time coming, but first, I hope everybody likes this video and leaves a comment and subscribes to the channel and shares this video and all that good stuff. We're trying to see how quickly we can get to 1,000 subscribers. So, yeah, hopefully you guys, once again, hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to click the link tree down in the description, and you guys can check out the Retired Caleb's Kung Fu Cinema podcast and follow me on social media and, you know, all that really fun stuff. So, yeah, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the review. I actually watched this movie about 2 months ago, and I meant to review it a little bit sooner, but, you know, obviously, as I said in previous videos, a lot of other things just got in the way, and I needed a little more time to get ready for it, but it's finally here, and today we're going to be talking about my favorite movie of 2024, and that, of course, is Twilight of the Warriors Walled In. So, yeah, I watched this movie back in December, and I gotta say, boy, did I have a good time with it. Twilight of the Warriors Walled In is excellent. It's an amazing movie. I had so much fun watching it, and I just absolutely loved it. And be prepared for me to say that quite a few times through this, because it's true, I really did love this movie. But yeah, Twilight of the Warriors Walled In, I'll give you guys a little bit of information on it. Flight choreography was done by the incredible Kenji Tanigaki, and it was directed by Soi Chong, who has directed some pretty awesome movies like Motorway and SPL2, Time for Consequences, stuff like that. And it's got a really huge stacked cast. Guys like Raymond Lam, Louis Koo, Sammo Hung, Philip Ung, Richie Jin. It's just a huge, huge cast. But what really drew me into this movie, it wasn't just the action. You know, one of the big things about this movie was the action. It was going to be like a really huge action movie, lots of great fight scenes and stuff like that. And it actually is that, and a lot of people talk about how great the action is in this movie, and I agree, it's really, really incredible. But at the same time, what really drew me to this, it wasn't just the action, it was also the story. So in the film, Raymond Lam plays a refugee who is trying to get citizenship, and he ends up stealing some money. Actually, not money. He ends up stealing some stuff. I'll say it wasn't money, but he ends up stealing some stuff from Sammo Hung, who is a very dangerous gang boss in this movie. And throughout the film, he ends up running away and ends up in Kowloon Walled City. And throughout the movie, it's really just him trying to avoid Sammo Hung's gang, and there's a lot of fights. There's some chases, and but throughout the movie, like, we get some really good action in the opening of this movie. But then for a pretty good amount of time, this movie is a little over 2 hours long, and for a majority of the movie, I'd say probably an hour or so into it, the action takes a back seat, and we get a lot of character development and a lot of dramatic scenes, a lot of conversations between central characters and stuff like that. And I have to say, I really love that stuff. Raymond Lam is really good in this movie, and I like how at first he's just trying to survive, and when he ends up in the walled city, he decides that he really loves it there. He loves the people, he loves the community, and he wants to stay there and, you know, try to like give back to them and stuff like that in exchange for, you know, what everybody has done for him there. But there's also, you know, the lingering what's the word? There's just the lingering fact, you know, that in the film, like, there are a lot of sections in the movie where they talk about how the walled city is going to be torn down pretty soon. So there's a lot of that going on as well. But Raymond Lam's character, he eventually, like, after connecting with all these people in the walled city, he gets thrown into a pretty deep history of, you know, just a betrayal and friendship and, you know, families and just death and stuff like that. Things that he had no idea had actually happened, and that he's somehow connected to all this. But yeah, that whole thing just leads to some really incredible fight scenes. And I know I've talked about how great they are, but yeah, it's true. They are actually really, really good. There's the finale is incredible. It's, oh man, I don't even remember how long the finale is. It's probably maybe about 15-20 minutes long. And I gotta say, it's just incredible. And the finale with Philip Ung's character, because he's a very huge part of this movie. And Philip Ung's character, King, as we call him in the film, he is probably the best thing about this movie. Philip Ung has gotten a lot of praise for his performance in this, and it is most definitely well-deserved. He is a lot of fun in this movie. He is He's really he's very light. His character's like a very outgoing crazy person, and Philip really brings his A game in that performance, and I think it's just really, really good. Sammo Hung and Louis Koo are also really good in this movie. We get to see Sammo Hung and Louis throw down a little bit in the movie. It's also really fun as well. But yeah, again, I got to go back to that finale. It's just a lot of fun, especially the way they use Philip Ung's characters. Abilities and stuff like that. It was just it was a lot of fun, and there's also a lot of really cool supporting characters in this movie. This is based on it's actually Twilight of the Warrior is actually based on a comic book called City of Darkness, and this does have a very big comic book vibe to it. So yeah, I'd have to say, if they were trying to do like an adaptation, if they were obviously trying to do a comic book adaptation, I don't really know City of Darkness too well, but I would say seeing this movie really makes me want to read that comic. So I definitely see myself seeking that comic out pretty soon and see if I can get my hands on that and read it, because this movie is just so much fun, and I'm really curious about that comic book. But there's also a lot of other stuff to look forward to with Twilight of the Warriors, and that is there's going to be some more installments in this series. It's not just walled in. There's going to be some other stuff with this series, and I am really looking forward to that. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about Twilight of the Warriors Walled In. Again, I highly recommend this movie for anyone who hasn't seen it. I know a lot of people did, but if anyone out there hasn't, definitely check it out. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of this. Personally, again, I don't usually like to rate movies or grade them or anything like that, but I would definitely say this is an A+ movie. It's really, really fun. So yeah, that's it for this one. Thank you guys. Don't forget to leave comments if you've seen Twilight of the Warriors, and let me know what you think of it. And yeah, I appreciate you guys as always. Again, let's see if we can get to 1,000 subscribers here on the channel, so definitely hit that subscribe button. And yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna have more reviews coming for you guys really soon. I got a lot of them in the works, so yeah, keep your eyes open for that, and I'll see you guys in the next video.